मैं हमेशा लोगों को ये बोलती थी कि बस कुछ महीने पहले मतलब मेरे दिन का हाइलाइट हुआ करता था एडिट मीटिंग्स, जहाँ हम डिसाइड करते थे कि हमारा टॉप स्टोरी क्या होगा, सेकंड इम्पोर्टेंट स्टोरी क्या है, न्यूज़ बुलेटिन को एंड करने के लिए कौन सा स्टोरी होगा। कि अच्छा, लेकिन सीजन तो आपका तो 2 ढाई महीने में खत्म हो जाएगा, तो फिर ऑफ सीजन में आप लोग क्या करते हो, ऑफ सीजन में कैसे आप करते हो। विच इज़ ट्रू, क्योंकि एथलीट का एक्सेस भी जो है वो हमारे लिए लिमिटेड ही होता है। So the idea is to film content and to bank content that you can then churn out even during off season. उस क्रिएटर का कोई अलग ही यूएसपी होगा, राइट? इट कैन बी somebody from, like I said, food, fitness, fashion, something completely different and out of the box. But it's just a different way of telling your story. Now, is this a fad? I think it's lasted for too long to call it a fad. But is this the future? I don't know. जिस ज़माने में हमने रिपोर्टिंग किया है, कवरेज किया है, जिस ज़माने में यू हैव कवर्ड एक्सटेंसिवली क्रिकेट टू नाउ, इट्स चॉक एंड चीज़, वी नो दैट। और मैंने एक तरीके से इन माई 6 years, as a communications and content lead for a cricket franchise, I have seen this change first hand.
क्रिकेट क्रॉनिकल्स विद चंद्रेश पे आप सबका स्वागत है। आगे बढ़ने से पहले सबसे दरख्वास्त है, चैनल को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और साथ ही साथ नोटिफिकेशन की घंटी बजाइए।
क्या हो गया भाई?
भैया, आपसे सीखकर म्यूचुअल फंड्स में एसआईपी शुरू की थी, लेकिन कभी कभी अपडेट्स देखकर मेरा मन भटकने लगता है।
सुन, ये लिफ्ट जब ऊपर नीचे जाती है तो तू निकल जाता है।
नहीं भैया, यही तो सही मंजिल तक ले जाती है।
तो बस म्यूचुअल फंड्स का भी यही है, डटे रहेगा तो तू भी अपने सपनों के पास पहुंच सकता है।
हाँ, बिल्कुल आपकी तरह।
सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
जी हाँ, क्रिकेट क्रॉनिकल्स में चंद्रेश में एक बार फिर जैसे हम करते आ रहे हैं, आईपीएल से जुड़े हुए कुछ खास मेहमानों के साथ हम जुड़ते हैं। और आज हमारे साथ और एक खास मेहमान है, सुप्रीता दास, जो पहले एनडीटीवी में स्पोर्ट्स में काम करती थी। फिर उन्होंने 2018 में नहीं 2018-19 से शुरू किया सफ़र उन्होंने दिल्ली डेयरडेविल्स के साथ, जो बाद में उनके ज्वाइन करते ही दिल्ली कैपिटल्स बन गया। सुप्रीता, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर जॉइनिंग अस टुडे। 6 years you were with Delhi Capitals. You came in and you changed the name first and then you joined. Is that the condition that you put?
नहीं, इतना क्रेडिट आई डोंट थिंक आई वांट टू टेक। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर हैविंग मी, बट I joined in 2019. I think the joint venture came into being 2018 के एंड की तरफ। और मैंने ज्वाइन किया 2019 के एकदम स्टार्ट में, जैन में। तो जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया, नाम ऑलरेडी चेंज हो चुका था, तो इतना क्रेडिट तो मैं नहीं ले सकती हूँ।
But how was the experience? You had one coach throughout, Ricky
Yeah.
Ponting.
Yeah.
कप्तान एक बदला बीच में because of injury to Shreyas. And but overall, how was the journey, the 6-year journey, if you were to look back?
आई थिंक अगर आप मेरे को पूछोगे कि एक वर्ड में अगर मेरे को ये एक्सपीरियंस या एक जर्नी कैप्चर करना हो, तो आई थिंक दैट वर्ड वुड बी एडवेंचर। पहली बात तो मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा चेंज था टू कम फ्रॉम द न्यूज़ साइड, टू कम फ्रॉम द एडिटोरियल साइड, टू कम टू अ फ्रेंचाइज काइंड ऑफ अ सेटअप। मतलब मैंने 10 years स्पोर्ट्स जर्नलिज्म किया था टेलीविजन में, where I covered a whole lot of events and I worked as a presenter, as an anchor as well. तो मैं हमेशा लोगों को ये बोलती थी कि बस कुछ महीने पहले मतलब मेरे दिन का हाइलाइट हुआ करता था एडिट मीटिंग्स, जहाँ हम डिसाइड करते थे कि हमारा टॉप स्टोरी क्या होगा, सेकंड इम्पोर्टेंट स्टोरी क्या है, न्यूज़ बुलेटिन को एंड करने के लिए कौन सा स्टोरी होगा, और सडनली कट टू एक बिल्कुल ही नया एनवायरनमेंट, जहाँ एक तो पहले एक और लड़की, एक कोई और भी लड़की नहीं थी, आई वॉज द ओनली गर्ल इन द रूम। और अचानक से कॉन्वर्सेशंस कुछ अलग ही टाइप के हो रहे हैं, क्रिकेटर सैलरीज के बारे में, प्री सीजन, ऑफ सीजन, ऑन सीजन। तो एक बहुत बड़ा इकोसिस्टम चेंज, कल्चर चेंज इन सम सेंस था मेरे लिए। बट इट्स बीन एन एडवेंचर, लाइक आई सेड एट द स्टार्ट। एंड ऑफ कोर्स इस मेरे 6 साल के जर्नी में दो की highlights रहे हैं. एक of course was the pandemic and learning, you know, to work through all the challenges that the pandemic brought upon us. तीन IPL bio bubbles में function किया है हमने. And the other highlight was, of course, in the last 3 years, we acquired a women's team as well, which made it to all three finals of the Women's Premier League, which was a fantastic opportunity to work on, and personally very gratifying. तो एडवेंचर रहा, मतलब काफ़ी न्यूज़ और एडिटोरियल बैकग्राउंड से अगर आप आओ तो आपको एक तरीके से काफ़ी अनलर्निंग करना पड़ता है, जो कि मेरे को करना पड़ा. And it takes time also for you to then learn and then be able to set up systems and processes, you know, going ahead. Yeah.
तो स्पेसिफिकली आपका रोल मीडिया मैनेजर का था टीम के साथ या कंटेंट भी साथ में आपको देखना पड़ता था?
दोनों. तो initially when I started out, it was more of a media manager role, जहाँ की मतलब उस role में it essentially entails taking care of key communications, all communications of the franchise, whether it's key announcements या फिर owner related हो, कोई key decision related हो, and then of course facilitating media interactions, right? So athlete and media and coach, that kind of stuff, which is largely during the season. But वो जो एक limited role है, जो कि एक तरीके से एक fixed template type का role है, वो मैंने सिर्फ एक ही साल किया, क्योंकि मेरे सेकेंड ईयर में it was already the COVID year. और उस वक्त IPL जो है it got postponed and it was held eventually in September in Dubai. That was the first of the 3 bio bubbles that we operated in. And वहाँ in some sense, like that was the time जहाँ पे digital content और digital में storytelling का जो है वो एक tariqe se the boom started around the pandemic, because we all found ourselves in a situation, you know, where this kind of storytelling was a unique opportunity that we saw, and we also had a kind of access to athletes that we did not have earlier, you know. And given my background, which was in television, it was fairly natural and organic for me to kind of transition and start looking at video content, because that's what I had done on TV, you know, for 10 years before that. So as the time went by, my role kind of like, you know, grew in an organic level. And कंटेंट का क्या होता है, जैसे काफ़ी टाइम लोग मेरे को पूछते हैं कि अच्छा लेकिन सीज़न तो आपका तो 2 ढाई महीने में ख़त्म हो जाएगा, तो फिर ऑफ सीज़न में आप लोग क्या करते हो, ऑफ सीज़न में कैसे आप करते हो? विच इज़ ट्रू, क्योंकि एथलीट का एक्सेस भी जो है वो हमारे लिए लिमिटेड ही होता है. सो द आइडिया इज़ टू फिल्म कंटेंट एंड टू बैंक कंटेंट दैट यू कैन देन churn out even during off season, and you build a calendar along with a back end team. You build a calendar, a content calendar, that keeps your storytelling going, and it keeps your brand, you know, up and running and relevant in some sense, even when the IPL season is off. So yeah.
तो मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि मीडिया मैनेजर जो आप थी, क्या रोल होता है? बिकॉज़ ओवर द ईयर्स जब मैं भी था, मैंने देखा कि जो ट्रेडिशनल मीडिया है, जो प्रिंट और टेलीविज़न, उनका इंटरेस्ट थोड़ा कम होता जाता है एंड वो जब आते हैं प्लेयर का इंटरव्यू करने के लिए, वो साल भर जो इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट होता है, उसकी बात ज़्यादा करते हैं, ना कि वो IPL की बात करते हैं, व्हिच आई थिंक डिफीट्स द पर्पस इन सम वे फॉर द मीडिया मैनेजर और फॉर द फ्रैंचाइज. तो आपने कैसे मैनेज किया और क्या वो आपने चेंज होते हुए देखा जब आप 6 साल थी वहाँ पर?
ये एक चीज़ है जिसको कंट्रोल करना चैलेंज है. You will know this, and even I know this, having been on sort of both sides of the fence. जो मैं करती थी, and I would always do that, I would always place myself in the reporter's shoes first, because that's who I am, I think, you know, at my core. So as journalists, जैसे कि हम बहुत सारे events for example attend करते हैं, right? Press conferences, which could be a product launch or a service launch, for example, which is being endorsed by a celebrity, a cricketer. Um, but do you want to go back and file your story only on the product or on the service that's being launched? Not really. You also want to highlight the talking points, or what is the news point for you or your news organization at the end of the day, right? So अगर आप already एक जर्नलिस्ट को बोल दोगे कि आप एक IPL टीम का स्पॉन्सर इवेंट के लिए आ रहे हो, तो you have to limit your questions only to that product. आप किसी के फॉर्म के बारे में पूछ नहीं सकते हो, या सामने चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी आ रहा है, आप चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी के बारे में नहीं पूछते हो, then it doesn't hold too much of relevance for a journalist. Instead, if you take an approach where you tell them, hey, listen, we will give you an opportunity to also ask you a question on, okay, let's put in a situation like, I don't know, like you've tried out like multiple batting combinations during the tournament. ये आपके लिए workout नहीं हुआ है for the rest of the series. What are your plans? या फिर a World Cup is coming up. What are your views on topic A, B, C, D? But just make sure you balanced it out by giving a context of where this conversation happened, or where were you while this was happening, so that you try and do your best to keep both people happy, which is the event organizer या sponsor जिसके लिए इस मीडिया को invite भी किया गया है, and also the reporters who want their story and want their, someone may just want like 3 minute का थोड़ा सा one-on-one time where you want to ask 2-3 questions. So you have to prioritize and play it smart and try and keep everyone happy. It's not possible always. You and I have both been journalists and have also worked with brands and with franchises, so we know that the demands and deliverables are high और काफी different होता है, but you try and keep as many people as you can keep happy. So yeah.
और आपके लिए वो 2-3 साल जो कोविड का जो बायो बबल था, आपने पहले भी बताया उसके बारे में, वो चैलेंजिंग रहा होगा बायो बबल में रहना, यू हैव टू बी माइंडफुल ऑफ द प्रोटोकॉल। फिर
Yeah.
बाद में 2021 में वो आईपीएल रुका बीच में और बाद में वापस खेला गया यूएई में। 2022 में थोड़ा और ढिलाई थी इसमें बायो बबल में। वो 3 साल कैसे थे और उन 3 सालों में क्या आपका रोल चेंज हुआ आपके हिसाब से?
Yeah, role definitely change हुआ. This is something that I had touched upon earlier as well. Like I said, 2019 season was the only season where I think मैं purely एक media manager के role में operate कर रही थी. The moment COVID came into our lives और सब कुछ बदल गया, स्टोरी टेलिंग का नेचर, स्टोरी टेलिंग का अपॉर्चुनिटी, एंड विथ इट ऑल्सो रेवेन्यू जनरेशन processes along with storytelling came into being, which is where I came in, because the teams जो है वो franchises की जो setups होते हैं, जो content teams होते हैं, वो back end teams के साथ operate करते हैं, and you need someone to oversee everything that's going on, which in some sense, if you have like an editorial background, it's always helpful, which I had. And like I said, additionally, what worked in my favor was the fact that I had already worked in a television medium, जहाँ पे on a daily basis हम 2 minute के packages produce करते थे, multiple 2 minute packages produce करते थे, for our news bulletins. And in some sense, digital media is not that different. हाँ, कैमराज बड़े नहीं है, छोटे हैं, फोन कैमराज है, टीवी स्क्रीन्स नहीं है, मोस्टली लोग मोबाइल्स या कंप्यूटर के स्क्रीन्स में उस न्यूज़ को या उस स्टोरी टेलिंग को कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं, बट nonetheless the basics and the foundation of storytelling for visual medium remains the same, जो कि मेरे पास already एक बहुत solid foundation था. So my role definitely changed. With regards to the pandemic, it came with its, I hate to say pluses because COVID's not a happy time for most of us, लेकिन अगर मैं एक purely selfish तरीके से बोलूँ in terms of, बिकॉज हम एक बहुत ही लिमिटेड एनवायरनमेंट में थे हम सब लोग. व्हेन आई से एक बायो बबल, एक टीम का बायो बबल, उसमें करीब 50 लोग हैं, आप सोचो, राइट? आपका मेन स्क्वाड है, आपकी सपोर्ट स्टाफ है, टेक्निकल स्टाफ है, आपकी कंटेंट टीम है, फिर जिस होटल में आपके बायो बबल को क्रिएट किया जा रहा है, उस होटल की जो स्टाफ है, वेदर इट्स पीपल हु आर सर्विंग यू फूड और होटल स्टाफ हु इज डूइंग योर लॉन्ड्री ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, सॉरी, वो भी उस बायो बबल का ही हिस्सा है. तो आप सोचो, मिला के होटल स्टाफ मिला के 60-70 लोग हो गए एक बायो बबल का जो हिस्सा है. वो एक तरीके से आप एक फैमिली जैसे बन जाते हो. मुझे याद है कि तुम्हारा जो पहला बायो बबल था दुबई में, जो कि 2020 में था, उस वक्त सारी टीम्स ने काफी पहले रिपोर्टिंग किया, बिकॉज एवरीवन वाज अवे फ्रॉम प्लेइंग एक्टिव स्पोर्ट और डूइंग एनीथिंग एक्टिव फॉर 3-4 months. लोग अपने छत पे बैकयार्ड में क्रिकेट खेल रहे थे, घर में जिम कर रहे थे. So everyone got in like a good 25 to 30 days before the actual kick-off of the tournament. और उस टाइम में मुझे याद है कि करीब 3 महीने का टाइम था, द फर्स्ट बायो बबल, दैट्स अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम टू बी आइसोलेटेड। और आपके पास दो ही पॉइंट्स ऑफ एक्सेस थे, होटल का एक हिस्सा जो कि आपके बायो बबल का पार्ट है, और आईसीसी क्रिकेट एकेडमी जहाँ पे हमारे ट्रेनिंग सेशंस होते थे, एंड देन यू जस्ट गो टू द स्टेडियम ऑन योर मैच डेज जहाँ पे कोई स्पेक्टेटर्स भी नहीं थे। स्टैंड्स में बस हम ही लोग बैठे थे मास्क पहन के, एंड वी यूज्ड टू गो फॉर द मैचेस। So that was very challenging. Why I said it was a good thing is because आपके पास athlete access इतना ज़्यादा था that it gave you the opportunity for a lot of enhanced storytelling. Because even the athletes were enthusiastic about trying things out, क्योंकि आपके पास time था, and what else would you do? You could not head out anywhere for a meal or to catch up with family or friends, right? So we were all together like a family, sticking around together. So it gave us the opportunity to try out new storytelling methods. Like we tried things like miking up players during training sessions. We kickstarted the Delhi Capitals podcast during one of the bubble years. And a lot of the short form content also, we started replicating and trying out. It was a great time like for trial and error. And some of those eventually became IPs जो कि रह गए franchise के साथ, and they became IPs which eventually got monetized as well. Because उस वक्त तब brands को लगा okay, these are innovative ways of engaging with a brand instead of just sticking to regular formats of engaging, like a standard press conference जो कि उस वक्त आप नहीं कर सकते हो क्योंकि आप बाहर कहीं जा नहीं सकते हो, या फैन मीट एंड ग्रीट जो आप नहीं कर सकते हो। अगर आपको फैन मीट एंड ग्रीट भी करना पड़ेगा आपको एक जूम कॉल के अंदर उसको करना पड़ेगा, right? So we were all thinking of innovative ways to kind of like put the story out and put the brand out given the limitations that we were working with. Yeah.
And so this is quite interesting. So मैंने इस हाल फिलहाल में ये भी देखा है, वो जो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हैं उनका इस्तेमाल भी काफी ज्यादा होने लगा है. You see a lot of these influencers coming in and it's become like a thing across board. Do you think this is just a passing phase? Because एक ज़माने में मुझे याद है, and bear me out, जब मैं था दिल्ली डेयरडेविल्स के साथ, कि हमारा एक वीडियो टीम होता था, वो ऋषभ पंत क्विंटन डिकॉक के साथ बैठ के हिंदी में बात करते थे, क्विंटन डिकॉक बोलते थे, उस पर ऋषभ पंत हंसते थे, बाकी सब लोग आसपास में लोग हंसते थे, and that was content at that time. It was the early stage of digital. Do you think this is also a phase only अभी, ये जो digital content में influencers का इस्तेमाल हो रहा?
I think it could be, because I personally think, I honestly think it's we've currently gotten to a stage जहाँ पे ये same formula सब replicate कर रहे हैं, the thing is like IPL का for example जो ecosystem है वहाँ पे 10 teams है, right? अब now 10 teams are from 10 cities and every city stands for something. Every city is a brand by itself, right? And that sort of dictates what your storytelling is. So therefore KKR storytelling will be different from CSK, will be different from RCB, will be different from Delhi Capitals, right? The same formula will not work everywhere. For example, a team like CSK, if I say, they don't engage with a lot of influencers. They don't. Because CSK, I think, with everything that they have in terms of, well, the number of trophies that they have and a magic man called MS Dhoni, their engagement and traction on their socials come just from that. It's all organic. There is no need for any active engagement in some sense by bringing in external creators. Having said that, does it enhance the storytelling? It does, because एक तरीके से, in some sense, it takes sports outside just the direct and hardcore sports canvas. In any case, IPL is a property which is sports and entertainment. Therefore, what the influencers bring on board is that entertainment. और एक तरीके से आप beyond cricket engage कर सकते हो, because अभी influencers भी इतने categories के हैं, right? Like food, fitness, fashion are among the like top 3 things that I can think of. और बहुत सारे influences है इस space में जो काम करते हैं. It also helps in enhancing the brand storytelling. और एक तरीके से क्या होता है ना कि जो मैंने एक दो साल में एक्सपीरियंस किया है कि जो आपके जो स्पॉन्सर्स है या आपके जो पार्टनर्स है वो भी इसमें इंटरेस्टेड है. So engaging sponsors engaging creators is something that even your brands and your partners who are a part of your sponsorship portfolio are also interested in. They also now like, okay, you know, if I'm a, I don't know, like a nutrition brand for example, right? I don't want कि आप जो मेरे को वीडियो डिलीवरेबल दे रहे हो आप उसमें सिर्फ एक क्रिकेट नेट्स का मोन्टाज दे रहे हो मेरे को, या आप एक कैचिंग प्रैक्टिस का हाईलाइट सेशन छोटा करके दे रहे हो which is cut to fast music and some nice graphics and ends on an end plate of the brand and the Delhi Capitals brand logo and a hashtag. No, it has to add to the storytelling, and therefore one very important character who comes in there is the creator. उस क्रिएटर का कोई अलग ही यूएसपी होगा, राइट? इट कैन बी समबडी फ्रॉम, लाइक आई सेड, फूड, फिटनेस, फैशन, something completely different and out of the box, but it's just a different way of telling your story. Now, is this a fad? I think it's lasted for too long to call it a fad. But is this the future? I don't know, because fads, nothing lasts forever, right? We will probably see a time जहाँ पे जिस लेवल पे या जिस एक्सटेंट पे ब्रांड्स आर यूजिंग क्रिएटर्स शायद वो थोड़ा कम हो जाए, बिकॉज उसका भी हर चीज़ का एक नॉवेल्टी फैक्टर होता है, हर चीज़ का एक यूनिकनेस होता है जो आफ्टर अ सर्टेन पॉइंट डाई डाउन हो जाता है. लाइक आई वाज टेलिंग यू कि पैंडेमिक के टाइम में फॉर एग्जांपल, बिकॉज हमारे पास एथलीट्स का इतना इंक्रीज एक्सेस टाइम हुआ करता था, और अराउंड दैट टाइम एंड अराउंड दैट अवेलेबिलिटी हमने काफ़ी सारे आईपीज develop kiye. The moment we switched back to a full IPL which had, you know, a home and away format to follow, which was in the year 2023, हमने immediately identify किया कि कौन से IPs हमारे पास पहले थे जो हमने पैंडेमिक के टाइम में डेवलप किया था, which will not be valid any longer, because now with a full-fledged home and away format back in our lives, it's taken away a lot of time that we had on our hands earlier. Therefore आपको प्लान्स या आपके डिलीवरेबल्स कट शॉर्ट करने पड़ेंगे, या आपको एक तरीके से बेटर टाइम यूटिलाइजेशन कैसे हो सकता है प्लेयर का वो चॉक आउट करना पड़ेगा. सो व्हाट वाज अ फैड विल फेड आउट इन सम पॉइंट. अभी एक्सटेंसिवली यूज हो रहा है इन्वेस्टर्स का, क्रिएटर्स का, इन ऑल लेवल्स ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग, right? Cricket and beyond, and like I said, by sponsors as well, by partners as well, which I think may also fade and then make way for something completely new again.
तो आपके हिसाब से मीडिया जो है उसका रोल कितना कम हुआ? क्या मीडिया आजकल मतलब आईपीएल को सिर्फ मतलब अगर कोई बहुत बड़ा कंट्रोवर्सी होता है जो काफ़ी टाइम से हुआ नहीं है तभी आईपीएल को कवर करता है, या अदरवाइज इट इज जस्ट स्ट्रेट जैकेट, हुआ मैच रिपोर्ट, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ तो हुआ अदरवाइज द मीडिया इंटरेस्ट पर से, द ट्रेडिशनल मीडिया इंटरेस्ट पर से वो कम हो गया है आईपीएल में?
I think IPL में हमेशा मीडिया इंटरेस्ट रहेगा. I think so. It's too big a property, and the stakes are always too high, and the names are always amazing, and the cricket and on offer also is top notch. You know, to not talk about it and to not celebrate it. Having said that, have the lines blurred? 100%. जिस ज़माने में हमने रिपोर्टिंग किया है, कवरेज किया है, जिस ज़माने में यू हैव कवर्ड एक्सटेंसिवली क्रिकेट टू नाउ, इट्स चॉक एंड चीज़, वी नो दैट. और मैंने एक तरीके से इन माई 6 years, you know, as a communications and content lead for a cricket franchise, I have seen this change firsthand. You know, because the advent of social media and the fact that franchises choose to use their platforms to make major announcements, या फिर कुछ की इंफॉर्मेशन हो उसको आप एक यूनिक कंटेंट पीस की तरह आप शेयर कर रहे हो ऑन योर सोशल्स, वो चीज़ इतना बढ़ गया है बिकॉज आप आप at the end of the day आप एक brand हो and you want to build your brand beyond batting, bowling, fielding, एंड यू नो दैट अगर ये आपने आपके ब्रांड में, आपके ट्विटर हैंडल में या आपके इंस्टाग्राम हैंडल में आपने शेयर किया, यू नो मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया इज गोइंग टू पिक इट अप, राइट? इट गोज विदाउट सेइंग. तो एक तरीके से यू नो दैट ओके, दिस इज बीइंग टेकन केयर ऑफ ऑलरेडी. Having said that, has the role of media been reduced to none? I mean, no, it's been reduced to a great extent. And in my view, obviously opportunities बहुत ही कम है. But when those opportunities are there, you want to give something good to the media. At least I'll tell you, in Delhi Capitals for the last 2-3 years, we always made sure that we organized a media day. Even last year we did a media day, where we would invite all media in Delhi. और एक तरीके से हम उसको organize करते थे that it is for the media. Media is equal to content creators. Media is not equal to influencers, right? Media is people who write stories, people who give you information, give you the news. So we invited, print publications and television and digital media, and gave access to our athletes and coaches. Some in group formats, whatever one-on-ones जो कि हम उस time frame में manage कर पाए. But we gave access to like Cat A coaches and athletes. So like like from last year's media catch up, if I can remember, we had Ricky, we had Dada. I'm just saying, like among the coaches and even among the players, we had like A-listers. Like I had an Akshar Patel, I had a Kuldeep Yadav, I had a David Warner to work with. You just organize it in a way that it's best if you do it at the start of the season. It also helps keep everyone happy. But हम logistics की वजह से we couldn't do it at the start of the season, so we did it I think after 5-6 matches were done. But nonetheless, I mean, it is and it always has been like something that we've been appreciated for. It's for me, it was like, okay, if you do that one thing as like your top highlight of the season with the media, you tick many boxes. Most people are done. And yes, like we said at the start of the chat, वो सारे क्वेश्चंस अपने आईपीएल के बारे में नहीं पूछेंगे, सारे क्वेश्चन दिल्ली कैपिटल्स के बारे में नहीं पूछेंगे, वो किसी और चीज के बारे में पूछेंगे, डीआरएस के बारे में पूछेंगे, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी पूछेंगे, इंडिया का नेक्स्ट कैप्टन किसको होना चाहिए, क्या आपको लगता है शुभमन गिल इज द राइट चॉइस फॉर इंडिया टेस्ट कैप्टन, इज ही एक्सपीरियंस्ड इनफ, ये सब सवाल पूछेंगे. एंड आई वाज लाइक इट्स ओके, हम उनको एक ये की अपॉर्चुनिटी दे रहे हैं, इट्स ओके. एंड ऑनेस्टली the athletes and the coaches are also okay to taking those questions, as long as it's not anything absolutely out of the box and wild. It's okay, they are more than happy to do it. Because mostly अगर आप देखो standard जो protocol होता है, चाहे वो प्री मैच या पोस्ट मैच प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो या फिर ब्रॉडकास्ट की भी जो opportunities होते हैं, for that they always stick mostly to the match and the tournament, right? And the match that's just been played or one that's coming up. So it's all right to give an opportunity where also people get an opportunity to ask any other questions that they may have. And I've always got great feedback for it, and it was always something jo the Delhi media ne always appreciate kiya. So yeah.
आपको प्लेयर्स को ब्रीफ करना पड़ता था मीडिया इंटरेक्शन के पहले, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो या वन ऑन वन इंटरव्यू या ब्रॉडकास्टर के साथ, वो एक अलग ये है. आपको प्लेयर्स को ब्रीफ करना पड़ता था, क्या सवाल पूछ सकते हो, क्या बता सकते हैं आप, ऐसा ब्रीफ करना पड़ता था प्लेयर्स या कोचेस को?
Yeah, so mostly if you are dealing with very experienced coaches or players, they don't need any briefing, right? I mean, I think like I'll mention Ricky Ponting here because I worked so closely with him for 6 years. He doesn't need, I don't need to like brief him on anything, even if I know that this is, but given that, we're going to a press conference where I know कि potentially एक दो sticky points आ सकते हैं, I'd probably put it down as a note somewhere and maybe tell him, just before we're walking in, that potentially topic A, topic B could come up. I'd actually prefer to discuss this with him, like not just before walking into a press conference, but way before. maybe on the morning or maybe like an hour earlier, so that he and I also have an opportunity to discuss that, okay, if a sticky topic like this comes up, then what are our potential responses? So I'd be ready with like, coach, I think this is what you could go with, but I'm happy to hear what you have to, and I respect whatever opinion you have. I just want to put it on the table. ये topic ABCD आज आ सकता है because of whatever scenario that may have happened, and just giving you a heads up. With experienced campaigners, you don't need to do that. The challenge is when you are taking an inexperienced athlete in there. Now, in a pre-match situation, जहां आपको पता है कि कुछ sticky topic may come up, या पिछले मैच में कोई controversy हुआ था, then it is always sensible to take in with you a seasoned campaigner who has been on this hot seat multiple times, and usually your captain or your coach are your best bets. पोस्ट मैच इज अ डिफरेंट सिनेरियो. पोस्ट अगेन काफी एक मतलब यू नो दिस ऑब्वियसली, बट रिजल्ट डिपेंडेंट ऑब्वियसली होता है. सो इफ देर इज लाइक अ परफॉर्मर एंड यू नो इट्स अ परफॉर्मर जिसका एक स्ट्रॉन्ग बैक स्टोरी है, जो सबके साथ शेयर करने का ये बहुत बड़ा अपॉर्चुनिटी है या प्लेटफॉर्म है, राइट, you can take that person for your post match press conference to celebrate the success or share the story of that individual. Now if you know that that individual is a person जो बहुत आर्टिकुलेट नहीं है, या फिर पहली बार उसको आप एक तरीके से एक्सपोज कर रहे हो टू अ मीडिया काइंड ऑफ अ सेटअप, देन इट मेक्स सेंस टू गिव हिम और हर अ हेड्स अप दैट लिसन, ये है, आप मत घबराना, आप जिस लैंग्वेज में कंफर्टेबल हो आप उस तरीके से बात करना, और आप कैजुअली जैसे आप बैकग्राउंड में मेरे साथ बात करते हो, जब हम लोग रिकॉर्डिंग करते हैं हमारे साथ इंटरैक्ट करते हो, think of it in that way, and usually honestly if it's a very inexperienced athlete, um, and he or she has made like a genuine slip of tongue, a journalist will always understand that and not make a stupid report out of it. So there are those things to keep in mind and take a call as to, for a particular press conference or a situation, आपका best candidate कौन है.
और आप डिसाइड कैसे करते हो? मतलब मुझे याद है जब मैं जब था दिल्ली में, so I used to interact with the team manager and take his okay, सुनील वॉल्सन की प्री मैच के लिए कौन जाएगा, मैच के बाद कौन जाएगा, I had to take his permission. What was the protocol like when आप जब थे मीडिया मैनेजर वहाँ पे दिल्ली
It's
में?
the same. I used to go in with a few suggestions in my mind and then discuss it with the manager, and take in his suggestions as well, and whatever we both deemed was right, we would reach out to that person and make him or her available. Yeah.
और आपके टीम में काफी कैरेक्टर्स भी थे, डेविड वार्नर, ऋषभ पंत, Shreyas Iyer to some extent, Ricky Ponting was a icon, Saurav Ganguly. How was it dealing with these kind of people?
It's different. There is no fixed script or a formula for any of them, uh, but everyone is unique. um, I think, and therefore the way you treat or reach out, is also different. Like like when I worked with Shreyas, for example, for 2 years, um, Shreyas was very open, to trying out new things. um, he'd be like, हाँ ठीक है, आज मेरा जब बैटिंग सेशन हो जाएगा उसके बाद ये ट्राई करते हैं. फिर बहुत एथलीट्स होते हैं जो खुद आइडियाज देते हैं, एंड आई एम जस्ट थिंकिंग ऑफ श्रेयस ओनली, लाइक मे बी ही वुड सी समथिंग एंड ही इज एन एथलीट हु हैज एन इंटरेस्ट beyond cricket. He enjoys and follows a lot of football, a lot of tennis, right? So he would see something which he thought was cool, and he thought maybe isko hum experiment kar sakte hain. So often there are times when people come up with ideas. Similarly, someone like a David Warner, जिसका इंडिया में फॉलोइंग ही अलग है, David Warner will just give you what he wants to do because he knows उनका ऑडियंस है इतना इंडिया में, so he knows what will work best with his target audience, that kind of a thing. But you always have to respect. जो मेरा सबसे बड़ा learning है is firstly, you know, there are so many of them, like among the names that you mentioned, there are icons, there are stalwarts. um, you always have to be respectful of them. और जो मैं हमेशा अपनी वीडियोग्राफर्स को, अपनी ऑन ग्राउंड टीम को कहती थी कि इट डजेंट मैटर what reel you want to record today, या हमें क्या डिलीवरेबल या क्या स्पॉन्सर वीडियो शूट करना है. Look, at the end of the day, they're here to play a tournament, and it's a bloody hard and competitive cricket tournament. Okay, so their main thing here is to play cricket, और वो practice session के लिए आए हैं. So do not, absolutely do not interrupt that. Whatever we do is around the cricket, before and after the cricket. If we have a certain idea in mind, for example, like during COVID, we developed this property called the helmet cam, right? So where we used to like pop in one of the GoPro cameras on the batter's helmet, and it was fairly no filter. Matlab, to a certain level, of course, we needed to edit, but nonetheless, you know, if in the middle of like a net session, whatever it is that you are doing or you are saying after you face that delivery gets recorded, and it's a very unique point of view that gets recorded from your helmet cam. So अगर मेरे को helmet cam record करना है, I remember there was a session that we recorded with, I think, Steve Smith. So before the training session, I told him that this is something that we're trying out. Would you be okay and would you be comfortable if for your session today I put that camera up on your helmet? And if there was any event or any occasion where a player says no, or a coach says no, or at some point says, "Abhi recording thoda pause kar do, baad mein karte hai," you have to respect that and shut your camera. It's as simple as that. Even coaches, while we're recording, they've always been okay with us recording, you know, like speeches, in the sense like whether whatever's happening in the dressing room, या फिर कोई pre-training session, कोई huddle हो, we'd always try to capture all of it. The moment anyone told us abhi pause rakho, we would just switch all the cameras off. So you have to respect that, you know. And that's just the way to go about it. So yeah, so there were the characters, like I said, सबके unique personalities hai, and it's always fun to tap into those personalities. I mean, Ponting's always the one to make the best speeches. So in some sense, like, you already had such a brilliant personality there, like you said, David Warner, Rishabh Pant, Iyer, yeah, some great personalities to work with, 100%.
और सुमिता, कुछ हद तक आप एक यूनिक पोजीशन में थे क्योंकि 2 टीम ओनर्स थे.
Yeah.
How was that to deal with? Was
Yeah.
it difficult, easy?
It's unique, because it's not that I had worked in a cricket franchise earlier, जो कि एक solo owner का team है, तो मेरे पास वो experience था ही नहीं. In any case, I was working on an absolutely fresh canvas. Nonetheless, with regards to daily, like a lot of the work I was doing 2020 onwards was in the content side of things, जहाँ पे really your ownership really doesn't have a lot of say, or you know, they're okay with whatever you're putting out. If it's something that's specific to them, yes, of course there are, you know, then you have to run past them multiple times. If there's feedback or any changes that they suggest, you go through those multiple feedback processes. But largely in video work, there isn't really, you know, too much interruption, I would say. If there are official communication that needs to be put out, then that needs to be okayed by everybody who needs to okay it. And in a joint venture scenario, that first up includes an okay from both the owners. So, for example, if you're announcing, I don't know, something major, like, I don't know, you're announcing a captain, for example, right? And you need to issue a press release, and you need to draft the quotes that go with that press release and will then be repurposed also for your socials. So you draft something, and then you need, because it's joint venture, you need to balance it out, and you have to have the quotes of both your owners, and you need to ensure that they're both okay with what you drafted, and it's balanced out and not making one stand out against the other. So Yeah, so that essentially involves a little bit of a longer feedback and approval process, honestly. Yeah.
आपके टाइम का एक हाई पॉइंट और एक नॉट सो हाई पॉइंट अगर आप बताना चाहें तो क्या होगा?
From a very personal point of view, uh, so I'll say two high points. One would be 2020 when Delhi Capitals reached the final for the first time. The next would be 2023, which was first WPL, and we also reached the final. Uh, we also made it to the other two finals in 2024 and 25. But the first one is always special. Or ek tarike se, it was very exciting for me personally. Like I said, I mean, I worked in a space with no women colleagues, uh, which easily made WPL the happiest time of the year for me. Also, the fact that I authored a book on women's cricket kind of made it feel like it was a life coming full circle sort of an experience for me. Therefore, the first WPL will always remain a massive high point for me. Um, Low point would be not winning the WPL trophy on three occasions because I felt like we were potential champions on yeah, each of them. Yeah, I would say so. And I mean, I think, low point wise, if you're looking for like an IPL related experience, I'm trying to think if there was anything particular. There were challenges, truth be told, and I think like operations, logistics, all of this eventually works out. But what doesn't often get highlighted uh, is the mental health challenges that professionals working in this ecosystem often face, and that's not just athletes, that's everyone who works in these ecosystems, and the kind of mental pressure that everyone was, especially working during the pandemic, when we were all limited during those months, and there was no way of really coming back. Everyone had losses back home, but the best you could do was connect with people over phones and over video calls, and just not be able to be there present as much as you would have liked to, because एक बार आप बायो बबल से निकल गए तो फिर आपको क्वारंटीन में आके वापस फिर बहुत दिन बिताने पड़ेंगे। उस वक्त कैसे आप बैलेंस करोगे? छोटा सा टूर्नामेंट है। सो और उस वक्त, लाइक आई वाज टेलिंग यू, दैट वाज द मोस्ट टाइम वी गॉट टू स्पेंड विद द एथलीट्स व्हेन पीपल आल्सो ओपनड अप, लाइक घर पे ये हुआ है, लेकिन एक तरीके से बहुत हेल्पलेस फीलिंग हो रही है बिकॉज हम यहाँ पे बैठे हुए हैं और हम कुछ कर नहीं पा रहे। दैट वाज अ डेफिनेट लो पॉइंट। Yeah, just the helplessness of it during the pandemic while the tournament was on. Yeah.
आखिरी 2 सवाल। एक सवाल है कि एज़ मीडिया मैनेजर आप वो जो क्रिकेटर है, उससे अपने आप को अलग कैसे करते हैं? बिकॉज़ क्योंकि वो ड्रेसिंग रूम उनका सीक्रेट स्पेस है,
Yeah.
वहाँ पे रहना काफ़ी लोगों को, तो काफ़ी कोचेस को पसंद नहीं होता कि वो कोई बाहर से कोई आता है अंदर। आप
Yeah.
अपने आप को कैसे उनसे अलग करते थे उन सालों में जब आप थी वहाँ पर?
Correct. So the one thing is, this is a judgment जो आपको अपने आप से आना पड़ेगा। Honestly, आप किसी को समझा नहीं सकते हो। At the end of the day, वो प्रोफेशनल है, वो अपना काम करने आए हैं, मैं प्रोफेशनल हूँ, मैं अपना काम करने आई हूँ। So the relationship is strictly professional. I have to know where I have to draw the line. Just like I told you, when it comes to filming content, I would always tell my crew members, don't force yourselves into a scenario because you're going to upset a cricketer. What you are doing then in the long run is you are spoiling my future relationship with this athlete. If I would have planned a particular piece of content, that person would have been so upset and angry कि मैं कुछ पता नहीं, मैं, let's say I'm trying out something new in my bowling action or in my batting action. You have to know that this is not meant to be filmed or put out on social media. Let the person do the job he or she is meant to be doing on the cricket field. Like I told you earlier, वो पहले वहाँ पे क्रिकेट खेलने आए हैं, आपका कंटेंट फिल्म करने नहीं आए हैं। तो पहले तो वो लाइन मेंटेन करना कि आप उनको अपना स्पेस दीजिए, और अगर आपको आपको एथलीट का मूड भी देखना पड़ेगा. And some people can be temperamental, like someone like a David Warner, for example. While he may be mostly enthusiastic about filming content, there have also been occasions where we've been told that, can we do this later, you know. Respect that, give the guy his space. Maybe he just needs to focus on his batting because he's not in great form and he wants to fix things. Maybe he's just not in a good space. Maybe he just doesn't want 4 cameras around him today. It's okay. Sure, Davey, no problem, just move the damn cameras out. It's okay. And the other thing is, you have to know where you are meant to be and not be anywhere because I want a piece of content. I would never be in a space where I knew that this doesn't feel like a place where I should be. I'll tell you my very first dressing room experience. I wasn't sure if I should be there. So this is March or April of 2019. This is my first IPL. We played our first match. It was an away game. It was against Mumbai Indians. I had finished off everything that I had to do in terms of the post-match press conference and what the star, crew needed in terms of athletes, etc., etc. And then there was the dressing room. And Vankide's got that glass thing outside the dressing room, right? I didn't know what I should do. I had no idea what to do. Firstly, I didn't know if I was supposed to go inside uh, a men's change room. Okay, I always had that one extra filter to work with when I'm working with a men's team. With a women's team, it's completely different. With a men's team, you always have to figure out, are you gonna enter this space? So every time I'd enter a dressing room, I'd actually knock and check, or I'd ask one of my male videographer team members to go check if everyone's inside, ask somebody if I can come in. I would go in only after that, right? And after that very first game of my very first IPL, when I was standing outside the dressing room in Wankhede, the dressing room in Wankhede, not knowing whether I should enter or not, Ricky called me in, and I was like, "Coach, are you sure I should be inside?" He said, "Yeah." I mean, it was a winning start. I remember like Rishabh played a fantastic knock. Colin in had played a great knock. He said, "Yeah, you want to get a camera in? You want to film stuff? Go ahead. Like, are you sure? Should I be there?" He's like, "Yeah, I told you, just go in there." I was like, "Okay, great." And not only did that make me feel like I was a part of the team, um, it also told me that, okay, great, I have permission from the man who matters the most here, who is taking the call, who has given me a green light to come ahead and film this, right? When there were occasions where I didn't feel that the environment was right, um, you know I took that call on myself. I tell my crew, guys, we're not going in. It's okay if you don't record one dressing room speech, or you put out like two less pieces of content for tomorrow. It's fine. It's all right. And it's something that the coaches and the players also appreciate, because they understand the fact that you're giving them their space and you're not constantly hounding them with cameras. And I'm saying this because I see a lot of professionals, especially in the IPL ecosystem, do that. Just putting your cameras every damn where and every damn time, which frankly I think is disrespectful. You have to give people space. Professionals look at you as a professional then, and they understand that, not only do you understand the sport, uh, but you understand that the people playing the sport are human beings, and therefore they do not need to be filmed 24/7. So yeah.
आखिरी सवाल, 6 साल के बाद अ, दूर जाना दिल्ली से मुश्किल था?
एक और बार आप रिपीट करो, आई couldn't hear it.
I said 6 साल बाद दिल्ली कैपिटल्स को अलविदा कहना मुश्किल था?
Emotional to tha. I won't lie about it, because I think it's like it's a major portion of my career and a big chapter of my career. When I got into it, I actually didn't know what I was signing up for, truth be told. मुझे पता नहीं था कि मैं कैसे डील करूंगी मेरा पहला सीजन काफ़ी चैलेंजिंग था because I didn't have like answers to a lot of questions and I was figuring things out. Like I told you, I came from a completely different environment and ecosystem. So challenges the, and there was always that challenge of being the only girl in that entire squad. Um, बट मैंने इस पूरे टाइम में बहुत कुछ सीखा, लाइक आई टोल्ड यू, बहुत अनलर्निंग एंड देन लर्निंग हुई। एंड आप एक तरीके से आप ये सारे चीज़ों को एक्सपीरियंस करते हो, आपका एक फ्रंट रो टाइप का एक्सपीरियंस होता है जो कि काफ़ी यूनिक है, जो एज ए जर्नलिस्ट आपको कभी नहीं मिल सकता है। Because when you are with the franchise and when you are with the team and you are dealing with the athletes and the coaches day in and day out, एक तो उनका एक भरोसा होता है जो डे बाय डे, टूर्नामेंट बाय टूर्नामेंट बढ़ता है, because then they're like, okay, you know what, like she's got our back, she's one of us, she's gonna make sure it's all okay, एक वो रहता है। और दूसरी बात है, आप उन एथलीट्स को एक ऐसे लेंस से देखते हो जो आप एज अ जर्नलिस्ट कभी नहीं देख पाते हो, बिकॉज आई फील लाइक यू गेट टू एक्सपीरियंस द रियल ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, यू नो, बिहाइंड ऑल द बैटिंग रिकॉर्ड्स एंड द बॉलिंग रिकॉर्ड्स एंड द फील्डिंग रिकॉर्ड्स, और जो आप टीवी पे देखते हो या मैच पे जो आप विटनेस करते हो या एक्सपीरियंस करते हो, उसके अंडरनीथ जो एक्चुअली द रियल पीपल, द ह्यूमन बीइंग्स दैट आर देयर, I got to experience that, and as a result of that, also develop some friendships which are always going to remain precious. So yes, it wasn't easy and it was emotional for sure.
यार मार्केट कैसा ऊपर नीचे होता है।
याद रख, करियर, इन्वेस्टमेंट और लाइफ में ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है यार।
वो तो है।
बस भाई डटे रहे, तभी तो अपने सपने पूरे कर सकता है।
सही है।
लाइफ और म्यूचुअल फंड्स में लॉन्ग टर्म सोचना
सही है।
सही है। हाँ।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
सुप्रीता, थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर योर वैल्यूएबल टाइम। मैंने 15 मिनट कहा था, हम 50 मिनट बात कर पाए। बहुत बहुत
Correct.
शुक्रिया आपका, बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। होप यू विल कीप डूइंग गुड वर्क एज यू हैव बीन डूइंग। थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर टुडे, रियली अप्रिशिएट इट। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका।
Thank you so much for having me and all the best. Thank you.
थैंक यू।